So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the creative and defensive support whenever necessary.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Aimed beyond the defence. Albert Ferrer. That's Rijkaard. In with the challenge. Chance here to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Nedved. Now there's a Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Tries to get it clear. And that's a throw-in. Seedorf. And that's gone loose. Not the most accurate pass. He's having a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This is their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Look at the space here, and Seedorf! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Plays it through. No luck with that dink over the top. Deftly away. Raul going about things with real menace. Looking for options for movement. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. Albert Ferrer does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Haaland. Bergomi gets across to intercept that. And this is Raul. And he's straight offside. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And claimed it back swiftly. And he's there to belt it away. 5 minutes till the break. Lahm really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And they're quick to get it back. Nicely spread. De Paul in acres of space out wide. And that signals the end of the first period. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Hazard does well not to be outdone there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a little off target. Diaz.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's a key interception. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Argentina certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
He's had it taken off him. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Rijkaard is fouled. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And he's quick to return it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Seedorf does well to get it back. Lahm. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now, can they get him away? Now it's... and the shot! It's loose, and there's a... oh, he's been caught napping! That'll be a corner.
Substitution for France. Number 9, Cantona. Number 22, Eto'o. Number 19, Messi.
De Bruyne plays it short.
17,
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
coming on the field.
France
Number
are
13,
looking to go forward now.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 18, Batistuta.
Looking to play him in.
Number
He's being
20,
urged to shoot.
Nistelrooy. Number 5,
Big chance, corner.
substitution.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and
Here's a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, their fourth corner of the game. They've played it short. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Maldini opts to... real chance! And he can clear it away. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Tries to pass it through.
3 minutes at a time.
Zanetti gets a foot in here. It's a searching pass. Bergomi makes the interception. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's picked it up out wide. Hazard! Oh, he's done it! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Argentina are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution for France. Number 8, Nedved.
And that is it. A real high-octane conclusion. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better.
Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Zanetti simply refused to be outdone there. Pass somewhat off target. Aimed beyond the defence. He is through, and the shot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, what's he... Massaro! Oh, it's hit the post! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Massaro. Now, can they get him away? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Kimmich attempts a clearance. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So
He's gone for goal! No, just over.
oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And here's Ferran Torres. Bergomi spots it and intercepts. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Ferran Torres. Bergomi gets a foot in and wins the ball. Ferran Torres. Big chance! They want to be... Oh, what has happened? And the keeper couldn't hold it. And we have our very first corner. Neymar plays it short. Great chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And the shot! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
He's picked his way through. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Good ball, good take. Koeman. Lahm.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So a temporary halt to the action. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Cantona is there, and he can get that clear. France have the chance to go the other way. And he thumps it clear. Now it's De Bruyne. Now it's Ferran Torres. No foul, says the referee. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Cannavaro. Kimmich. And it's De Bruyne. Just about up to the hour now. Lahm. Oh, easy pickings there. De Bruyne. Oh, well measured. Look at the space here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. France present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So this to turn it right round. And they've turned it round. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And it's De Bruyne. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Seedorf. And that has left him in a heap. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He won't be happy with that one. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, played right into his path. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bergomi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. Oh, terrible pass. Tries from distance. Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
That's really well cleared. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Substitution for France. Number 19, Messi. Number 22, Eto'o.
Yamal
Number
wins the
9,
duel this time.
Cantona.
It's a pretty
Number
loose pass.
21, Lahm.
Can he get it through?
Number 8,
And the number on the board is 3. Knocks it into space. This looks promising. And he's definitely onside.
Filippo Inzaghi.
Seedorf.
Number 13, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. So that's it. It is all over. France played more than a part in what has been a very exciting... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Tries to pass it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's been cut out, well played. Ambitious ball here. Now there's a fine ball. Chance, surely! Goal, France! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Romero simply refused to be outdone there. Now, can they get him away? He has found the way through. Oh, sweet. Can he finish? And no, just off target.
Palestine definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Cantona, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Nedved. Nedved! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Piqué. Rijkaard. Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Lahm. Cantona. And he's been shifted off it.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Nedved. Lahm. That's Maldini. And it's Lahm. Lahm. And it's Nedved. Now Seedorf. Messi. Doesn't quite get there.
There will be
Romero, always a very imposing presence at the back. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, there's the clearance. So, a temporary halt to the action. So, a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
France are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're Straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can...
It's net! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Cantona! Cantona! Well, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Cucurella, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, well played. Rijkaard.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Clipped into space. And it's hoisted clear. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see. Palestine really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Delicate ball, and it needs to be... Great chance! Oh, good finish! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Substitution for France, number 19, Messi.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Number 18, Ronaldinho.
And here's Torres.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Totti running with intent.
Number 18, Filippo Inzaghi. Number 20.
Totti driving forwards. It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Totti. Some resolute defending there. It's run loose here. He's having a pop! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Palestine are looking to go forward now. The final 5 minutes. Looking here to chip, and a header! He will be livid with himself. And back to the goalkeeper.
There will
Yamal.
be 3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Azar. And that's that. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Brazil have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again.
And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's superb. And he is dashing away. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh no, this does not look good. Shoot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Chance! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And Messi! Off the post! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Muscular approach does pay off here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nedved. Memphis Depay. Nedved. Knocks it into space. He's being a big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Brazil find a position of real... Cantona! And a neat finish! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
France may be down, but not out just yet. And it's Nedved. Nicely shaped ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Stood up well to him there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Jupe. Robertson. That is a great pick out. Oh, super ball. That's a little off target. He's in a good position here. Nedved. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He won't be happy with that one. De Bruyne. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. It's a good-looking delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Rijkaard is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. De Bruyne plays it short. That's going across. Towering header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
De Bruyne. Now it's Memphis Depay. Oh, no joy this time. And he can thump it away. That's a good run down the left. France do have a chance to counter here. Seedorf has created one goal already. Oh, well played, well played. Rijkaard getting this one clear. Jupe. Zanetti. Oh, well played. He got back really well. Looking to play him in. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. pinches it off him, chips it through, and the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitutions taking place.
France can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, to wait on...
Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's Nedved. Nedved cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot... It's Nedved! Oh, belter! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Pressure? What pressure? He feels no... And that is it, the referee has seen enough. France perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that they're... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
And that has left him in a heap. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Is there any... Shot a goal! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Pretty robust defending.
Nice looking ball. Looking for the run. Zanetti is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, that has not gone well. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Cantona. Looking for options for movement. He's got away. It's Eto'o! And in he goes again. Goal! France! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Maldini, and this is Nedved. And the shot! Barcelona are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And he's lost his man here. Spread to the right. Engages and forces him off the ball. Good ball, good take. Decent shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Defending of the desperate variety. Messi.
France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Yaya Toure. An uncompromising challenge. And he's there to belt it away. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
France are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Cantona was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Could be danger here, and he's managed to get free. Eto'o being hounded, manhandled at times. And it's in! Barcelona are back in business. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. France can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Soboslai. Nedved. Eto'o. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, some astute defending there. Driving forward. Oh, played through for the wide man.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Eto'o. And it's lofted through here. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Terrific effort! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Cristiano Ronaldo is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Now that's well seen too. That's a little off target. He's on it, can he get away? And he is deftly away. And he's quick to get rid. Now it's Nedved. Can he get it through? Good ball, good take. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. That was superb goalkeeping.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
This looks promising. Eto'o! Oh, crossbar! Caggiolu clears it away. And he's there to retrieve it. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Nedved. Looking to play him in. Look at the space here. Van Dijk.
Madrid always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Messi. Great vision. Now it's Eto'o. That pass isn't the best. Neymar. Now it's Ferran Torres. Neymar. He has found the way through. Now the cross. And that was very necessary. Looking for options for movement. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to break the deadlock. Just one winner. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movements, and that is all they have time for. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitutions taking place.
And so we're off again. Lam. Now, can they get him away? It's played through for him. Big chance! They've scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
France with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance for a shot! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he welcomes it in. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Eto'o gets on his bike and on the move. That'll be a throw-in. Lam. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Seedorf.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the pass is intercepted. Goes for a shot! Goal! France! And they get themselves in front! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
France leading now.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that is well cleared. And they're back on the ball again.
4 added minutes has been
Well, he certainly
indicated.
wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to pass it through. That's been cut out, well played. Well, they've got it again. Ferran Torres. And that will be the final act. France have won it by sheer force of character as winning team.